Hi folks, this is Civilization. Oh, how many times I heard this intro music and dreamt of the game to come. It was the first game I played that truly gave me an idea of boundless possibilities within a computer game. Of such scale and timelessness, you could effectively change the course of history with a click of your mouse. Or so you thought in your head, your teeny tiny little kid head. But if this doesn't get you juiced up for a strategy game, what does? So, we are going to play a new game. Most people play random maps. I like doing that. Playing an Earth-based game can have its points of interest. You know, recognizing where you're from and ruthlessly conquering it. That has a nice feel to it. We are going to play Customized World, if for no other reason, just to show the options available to us. So, we are going to play a large landmass map, or are we? Maybe that'll make a game that is too long. What the heck, let's show all the possibilities. We are going to have a temperate climate. We don't want too much ice or tundra, but we don't want a lot of desert either. If this were Civilization 2, I would definitely go for the warm weather, because desert can be converted by engineers in Civ 2. Not the case in Civ 1, so yeah. Wet, arid, or normal? We could actually go for warm and wet and get a bunch of jungle tiles. Jungle is better than desert because you can convert jungle. And age, I think for the most part just seeds more mountains and hills, and the younger the earth is, because of eroding landscapes over time. The older the earth, the smoother it is. I mean, we still have tectonic movement, so... And the Everest and the Himalayas in general are still growing from plate movement, but let's assume this is true. Let's go for our actual Earth age. If you want to see this, I have the intro video out. The graphics did impress me when I was a kid, to a great degree. So, let's move on, and if you're not used to the game and you're thinking of playing it for the first time, I would advise... maybe not chieftain, but warlord and no higher. Well, the AI cheats, that's why. Even at warlord, I think it outproduces and out-discovers you, I think. They have a bonus. I'm not going to say an expert player, but very experienced. But for demonstration purposes, I don't really want to have a slog of a game. That can happen, even if you're playing really well, just due to random luck. So we're going to go to Prince level, which is where the AI, I think, has like 30% bonuses on everything, but it's not too skewed. Let's go for 7 civilizations, and here we have a small selection of civilizations you could pick in the original game. Civilization 2 expanded this. by adding, I think, three civilizations per color. Here we only have the two, so Roman and Russian for white, Babylonian and Zulu for green, German and French for blue, Egyptian and Aztec for yellow, American and Chinese for light blue, Greek and English for pink or magenta, and Indian and Mongol for the dark gray civilization. And in future iterations, more and more of these came along. I typically go by what civilizations I don't want to play against because they're too strong. And because you were picking a color, the others will be eliminated as well. So if you pick Greek, there will be no English, for instance. And I think that's what we're going to do, because if there's one megalomaniac leader that almost conquered the entire known world at the time and died young, well, because of that hubris, but that was Alexander the Great. Oh yes, irrigation, mining, bronze working, pottery, and roads. We have only the one settler. That is worrying. I'm not sure this is a very good spot. Potentially not. Let's go to the game options. And let's wait at end of turn always. This is very likely not an intended game mechanic, because you were supposed to take like 50 years to build 10 kilometers of road, but I'm going to use game mechanics as they are made available to us. Okay, I think we've delayed enough. It's time to build our capital with the one technology screen. Do we want to build a militia to explore? I think we do. And then let's move on to phalanx and a settler. So, ironworking, alphabet, or currency. I think we're going to go, the wheel is useful for chariots. Let's go for alphabet first. Let's have our tax rate. Are we making money that way? Yes, 1. Okay. Let's send our militia out, and let's start making a phalanx for defense. If we want to read about that, let's do that. Let's read everything we discover. First, military units were simply the citizenry armed with whatever tools and weapons they could grab. Nice description. In fact, the Civilopedia art and the technology screens and the advisors and diplomacy screens, in my opinion, are much nicer in Civilization than Civilization 2, or for that matter, even some of the following games. They just have a lot of flavor, and even if they're quite simplistic, very well made, especially for the time. So, 1 attack strength, 1 defense strength, 1 movement. They're essentially terrible, but super cheap. They're kind of cannon fodder. We also have phalanx. Phalanx, of course, is the classic Greek military formation that used sarissa. Did they mention that? No, they just say long pikes. Sarissa spears, much longer than those represented in the picture there. Yeah, that Alexander successfully used to conquer the known world. 1 attack, 2 defense. A bit weak compared to the actual real historic unit. They would make mincemeat of militia units by the dozens of equal number. Ooh, that's a nice place for, oh yeah. Ah, crap. I think we're dead. That's a good way to start the game. That is super unlucky. We're dead. Oh well. Had you never seen the screen that you will often see, let me tell you that. Evidence of thriving towns, really? Just one tiny one. Pottery, roads, and a centralized government. Well, not centralized enough to survive a century. A stone tablet, which contains but one mysterious phrase. Alexander will return. So, here we are, back at the starting screen. Oh my. Doesn't it always go like that? I have the feeling that it always goes like that. When you're trying to show something to someone and completely fail at it. Due to your own ineptitude, never explore villages with militia if your town is unprotected. Lesson number 1. Maybe we need a... we can't do that. Damn it. Let's at least just put the original name. Is this a better starting spot? Not convinced. Maybe. Let's go. Athens. Let's go for militia. Let's change the tax rate so that we get 1 gold. Oh, we're getting no gold. Ah, we're going for production, that's why. Instead of, yeah, that would get us 1 gold. Okay, that's good enough. Bronze working. Oh, we don't have bronze working. Well, we're going to need that. If we don't have bronze working, let's go for settlers straight away then. I hope we're not on a tiny, tiny island. Feels like we're in a tiny, tiny island. And here we go. The technology screen with Sid Meier. I always felt that it was an odd art choice to make such a strange-looking man and such an un-Greek-looking man wearing a Roman... Oh, maybe they're supposed to be Roman here. Despite Greece being the cradle of civilization as far as Western European civilization goes. Apology for that. Man, that was quite a sneeze. Like I was saying, yes, but then I find out, well, that's Sid Meier, so that's why. Bronze working, an alloy of copper and other metals. Right, we'll need that for Phalanx and Colossus. Next up, we want... maybe ceremonial burial so we can get to monarchy, probably. That's probably a good idea. If we change... do we lose... oh no, that was only the thing in Civ 2. We don't lose production if we change in Civ 1 midway through. That's good. Let's get a phalanx out. Yeah, I think that's good for now. 3070. Now we have a phalanx in, so we can discover that. Ha! You won't get us this time. I hope they don't get us this time. A fortified phalanx should be enough against cavalry. Ah, our palace. Let's build a fine addition to our palace. Let's indeed. A Doric frontage. Okay, our phalanx are doing the thing. I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of here with a roaming cavalry out and about, but still. Ceremonial burial. If you want to read, you can pause, of course. Monarchy, mysticism, yes, that's what we want. So, for code of laws, we're gonna need alphabet. Is that gonna take long? I feel like, do we want another? Maybe we want a chariot to explore. That's gonna be fast. Certainly. Yeah, okay. We also want a settler to build more cities. How much science are we getting? 3. Okay. Okay, I think it's time. We're late already, having lost that militia. Exploring the environment around us. And we're up to alphabet. Code of laws, mapmaking, mathematics, and writing. We want code of laws. Long, thin island. Oh, let's never exhaust movement. Oh, that's a forest. We're going to exhaust movement anyway. That's something good. 50 gold. Okay. I can do with that. We have settlers built. Let's go for a phalanx. So, where's a good spot for a city? That is not terrible, but it's very close to Athens. That's a bit better over there, because we would get the forest tile there and only overlap 2. We could go for the more defensive position up north there, but then we would be overlapping a lot more with this. So I could build a city there. That'll overlap that tile there, and then build one over there on a hill. And sort of zigzag our way up the island that way. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so. I think, yeah, we're gonna also build a road. Again, if you think it's natural for hundreds, if not thousands of people dedicated to building roads to take 40 years to build, what, 50 kilometers of road or something, is reasonable, then you might frown upon my very legitimate use of game mechanics. A usurper claims that you are not the rightful king. Oh no! Copyright infringement. To prove your royal birth, and you must answer this question. Which civilization advances are required to learn the advanced picture below? Oh. And if you didn't have the manual, you would be screwed. But we do have the manual, so we're not screwed. And, no, I'm pretty sure it's University of Medicine. Congratulations, you have proven your worthiness. May you enjoy a long and glorious reign as sovereign. Thank you very much, game. Save? Yeah, sure, let's save. Oh, oil. That is good. That gives production. That's also production. That's not bad. That's not a terrible starting position. We just had a small mishap with the lost militia, but we can recover from that rather easily. Okay, now that's a bit more dangerous. Code of laws. Populations grew, we needed a law. Yeah. So we can get monarchy. Can upgrade our civilization government type with that. We cannot build a road, yeah, just remembered that, over rivers without bridge building. Yeah. Well, let's move across. 50 gold. Not bad. Not a bad start. Yeah, we can't. So, we're going to clear that forest. There we go, into plains. And found our second city, Sparta. And we're going to need protection here as well. So, we have a second phalanx. Hanging Gardens. Hanging Gardens of Babylon provide one happy face in each city, which is really good at preventing riots. Until invention. Not so good because it's really quickly discovered. This, one trade per square city, per square in the city, until electricity. Electricity is much, much more modern, so this will last an incredibly long time and is faster to build. So we're going to get second settler, and then we're going to go straight for colossi. If we can get several, well, we would. Only the one colossus then. Let's go to that hillside. Can we build the settlers already? Yes, we could. Do we want to? I think so, because if we get the settlers there now, I'll be able to build the road there, there, there. Yeah. That would be nice. We could get some irrigation going as well. Maybe we should do that with the settler from Sparta instead, because we can't really make use of extra irrigation food until we change government types to monarchy. Yeah, how much money are we making each turn? Just the one, so it's mostly money we've found. You might want to save that for a rainy day. We might need the extra money to buy a quick military unit. This is a big island, apparently. There's a lot of territory to be had. So on the phalanx, let's go for settlers. I'm surprised we haven't met anyone yet. I'm not that often alone on an island, but nice if it would be the case. So monarchy. And it allows feudalism. So, what do we want? We would like writing, so we can get the great library. not get behind on tech if we can avoid it. And have some free tech discovered for us. So, settlers done. Let's go for Colossi. Colossi it is. So let's go for the irrigation. On that square. And now that we have monarchy, yeah, let's go for revolution. We need a new government. Greeks are revolting. Athens weekly. 2620 BC. 10 cents. Man, dollars were really Nostradamus foretells the future. Trouble ahead. Yeah. Quite the prediction. Right. Let's move the settler north. This is a lot of good land. We need to expand quickly. So Colossus will take a while. Let's go for monarchy. And we have a new cabinet of people that only show us their profile. Not very trustworthy, are they? And oh crap. Forgot about that. And monarchy, every unit costs production. Yeah. We do grow a lot quicker. So that's the good thing. Yeah, we need to get rid of the settlers as soon as possible. Let's get them to build the city quickly. Ah, crap! They were fast too. 2560 BC. Damn it. Okay, well, let's switch. And yeah, we're just going to keep working northward, I guess. We can support that, can we? Yeah, we can. Okay. Okay, 50 gold. Good. Right. Irrigation, irrigation. That is done. Clear the swamp, please. What do you mean it's not easy? You have 20 years to do it. Sure you can do it. I'm sending down the order as many times as I need to until you get it done. There it is. Ah, we got a good type of plains as well. Grassland, I mean. Grasslands without the tiny hill don't give production. Those with the tiny hill give production. So, as long as it's a good thing that they have it. Is that the end? Yeah, that's the end of the island over there. Let's move this guy north. And so can you. Keep moving north. You go to that hill. There we go. Let's get a mine going. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I don't want you to turn this into forest. I want you to irrigate. We have a lot of territory to expand into right here. Corinth. So let's get a phalanx out. Can we 7 turns? Yeah, let's make that a bit quicker. Just in case. Border towns need to be well protected. Okay, and this is like a peninsula that way. I think I'm gonna explore that before. So go over there. This is jungle, yeah. Clearing jungle, hard work. The techniques we learn here will pass down generations to come so that the Brazilians can clear the Amazonian forest in a jiffy. Okay, now they're done. Let's get a road out. Almost finished. And you're well on the way. Let's get some more technology here. Yeah, the advantage of monarchy is grassland and special squares, well, grassland irrigated, and special squares that are food-based can provide us more than 2 food. And the same goes for everything, because there's no malice like in despotism. If you go to... I thought we had a government tab. Maybe that's only a Civ 2. If we go to... I'm guessing miscellaneous? Yeah. Miscellaneous to despotism. You can see that squares of 3 or more are reduced by 1. Not good. And monarchy, normal economic effects, so there's no penalty. But units require 1 resource to maintain per turn. They also perform martial law. That's good. Aha! A new addition to our palace. Let's pave the way to our palace, shall we? The Appian Way. Actually, what was the equivalent in Greece? Not sure. The Marathon Road? From which the announcement of victory came? Lots of good territory around here. Lots and lots of good territory. Let's see what's in that village. Scrolls of Ancient Wisdom. Currency! We found money! Actually, we found the concept of money in an old abandoned village. They had these huge stones that they used as currency that could not move. So people just said, you know, that's now yours, that big rock. Can you give me your stuff? Sure. And if you think I'm kidding, there's actually, what is it, the island of Yap? That's how money works there. They're just these huge rocks. People exchange for goods, but they can actually move the rocks because, you know, they're huge rocks. So they actually understood the concept of money being completely made up and essentially just a social construct more than a physical, exchangeable thing you can trade for something else. We're pretty much back to that with digital transactions to a degree, instead of, you know, having to physically hand over some quote-unquote money things. Oop. Misclick. There we go. Yes, that'll be a nice boost to everything, essentially. I think Athens is going to... Yeah, Athens is going to need... the next settler is going to come down to fix up some of these tiles, so that Athens can keep growing. I don't think we're going to get to the Hanging Gardens before anyone else. Not at that rate. So, I think... Yeah, the next city over is going to be there. That'll overlap only 2 squares with Corinth. In Civ 2, you could get offshore platforms and harbors and whatnot to improve sea tile production for food and even resources. But in Civ 1, there's no such thing. So you want to limit the amount of sea squares any city has, because they don't produce a lot of food. They only produce the 1, which is not enough to maintain 1 population. So we could build a city there. We could then build a city there, maybe there, to be level. And there. Yeah, that would not overlap. We would be wasting that 1 square over there, but no, these 2 actually. No, only the 1. So build there, get the mine, get the prairie dogs. I always call them, but it's horses. And yeah, there. Yeah, I think that works. Writing. Greatly accelerated the advance of knowledge because what was known in the past did not have to be relearned by each new generation. Well, there's such a thing as oral tradition. In fact, Socrates, I think, one of the most cultured people of the time, criticized writing in the sense that it facilitated knowledge recall to the point where people were starting to not make as much and as good use of their memory as in, as he put it, ancient times. So, yeah, Socrates was, well, not anti-writing, but he could see some of the issues with that. And in our time, we can further see that it's not just recall that people are not devoting so much brain power to. Because, well, if you want to know something that, I know that thing was written in that book, so there's just go look at the book and not have to remember the whole thing. Nowadays, people only really, for some things, recall how to get to the information rather than the information itself because of the internet. So recall has really changed in humans with the advent of writing and now the internet. Religion, literacy. Oh yes, we want literacy. We want the great big library so we can get free technology. Thank you very much. You can go over there. Sparta still building settlers. Gonna take a long while with so little production. And with that settler still going. So, yeah, that settler is probably gonna help spruce up the environment near Athens with extra irrigation and whatnot. After that, I don't know if we should build a second wonder somewhere or just start building military units, but yeah, we want to have as many cities as we can expand to safely within our former government. I don't know if there's a limit. I think we start getting unhappy people after a while, like in Civ 2. I believe that's the case. Maybe I'm misremembering, but government types have sort of a cap on the amount of cities you can rule without disorganization. So let's get a road there. Okay, that's the road done. Ah. We have met our nemesis, the Russians. Boom, 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 boom. There's nothing quite as ominous as Stalin, beside by two very aggressive-looking Mongol warriors. We note that your primitive civilization has not even discovered horseback riding. No, true. What do you want in exchange? That's the whole question, isn't it? If we get horseback riding, it'll be harder to get literacy. We would get horsemen. Sure. But this is the kind of tech we would get with we would get for free with the Great Library anyway. No, we don't need it. Your civilization makes us laugh. We ignore your hollow threats. Ah, he's reasonable. I've never seen such a fake smile ever before. We accept your peace treaty. We affirm this treaty of eternal friendship. Yes. Never trust Stalin. Welcome peace with the Russians. So, happiness is fine, so I think... We should move a phalanx out. No, let's not. Okay, so they fortified over there. Can we fortify here? Yes. Oh, they have a settler that's going to be able to go through diagonally. They're expanding into our territory here. Let's see, how powerful are they? Not very. Their capital is smaller than Athens. We are second in population, so that's good. Okay, so we're at least keeping up with the Joneses. Let's fortify. Found Delphi. And how much money are we making per turn? The one, 4. We're making 4. Okay. And 11 turns per discovery. Ideally, we want to get between 5 and 10 at most. But for such an early part of the game, that's fine. Okay, we're getting the production out now. So how long? 65 turns. Yeah, I think we can get... We change that to the Great Library. We do want the Hanging Gardens as well. Maybe. At Prince level, we don't really need it, do we? We're only getting the 1 unhappy now. If we get 2 units, that's up to 6. And then at Temple, we can get to 8, which is when we have to build an aqueduct to be able to grow, right? Oh, no, not the Apple, not the Apollo program. The aqueduct, 10. Oh, not 8, 10. Okay, so he might might have unhappy people. Maybe we should just build a settler here and start the Hanging Gardens here as well. I'll have to think about that. Oh, the Russians are... They managed to slip by our defenses. And they're fortifying. That's not good. That is not good. I think we're looking at war with the Russians soon. They're sending the settler back, so we're blocking their expansion for a while at least. That's good. Yeah, so do we want to start building another wonder here and get the Great Library and the Hanging Gardens? Potentially. I don't think we'll get there before someone else does, but still. Or focus on military stuff and just keep moving forward. I think we're just going to keep moving forward. Do we need barracks? Potentially. Veteran units are significantly more effective. That'll slow our growth. The chariots can clear... Yeah, let's just get a second chariot. Chariot can clear a lot of stuff. We still don't have bridge building, but we're going to work around Athens for a tiny bit. Do we want... Not really. We don't really want to destroy the plains here. That's going to be one less production out. Yeah, for the time being, let's not do that. Let's clear the jungle and irrigate that. And we have literacy. So we can have the Great Library. The Great Library. And from there, potentially invention already if we had engineering, which we don't. So from here, I think we're going to go for masonry potentially. Nobody's built the pyramids yet. So let's get rid of that jungle. Never a good idea to have a jungle right next door to your big city. Not unless you have advanced medicine. So we're building settlers, a chariot, and settlers now. Okay, but not before we grow here. All right. Quite, quite the traffic jam. A good spot to block them. I wonder why they don't just move diagonally there. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We have to irrigate that before we can irrigate that. No access to water. That's right. So let's move straight into there then. Get the irrigation going. Yeah, they're coming up and up and up and up, but never actually going through our defensive line. You're still a while off from growing. You're out next turn. You're growing next turn. You're growing in 3 turns. We have new settlers. Let's get second phalanx out. And once we grow... Yeah, that's quick enough. Right, so we want to clear that swamp. You go north. Swamp cleared. Come on. Yes. Yeah, we're still up there. The Mongols have a good start, apparently. Managed to build a Colossus right before we did. But some civilizations just focus on that before anything else, so it's not necessarily a marker of an exceptionally good start. If they already had bronze working to begin with, which we didn't, they would have had that extra head start. And many civilizations begin with bronze working, like we did before we died. First attempt. Right. Can we buy the Hanging Gardens? Do we want the Great Library more than the Hanging Gardens? I think we do. With 7 civilizations total, this is going to be very useful at keeping up. Yeah. Can we buy it? Not yet. Ooh, we're a long way off. How long? 40 turns. That's a lot. Yeah, okay, so we have food production and resources. At least for another city level. And oh crap, we're already at 2 unhappy. So it's not a good thing that we are still growing. Maybe we should reconsider Great Library and actually go for the Hanging Gardens. Maybe we should just, yeah, maybe just build an extra phalanx and bring them in. Right, palace expansion. Let's go for an extra wing, shall we? We are using that for production. This is from Sparta, I think, yeah. So I think if we move it there, we can build a road and connect these two up, so everything is connected to the capital. And I think we can found a city over there with this one, and with that one, it'll go straight north. Why didn't you use the road? Damn it. AI does AI things. We are the most advanced. That's good. That means that even without the library, we're keeping up. Masonry, good. With masonry, you could build the Great Wall, yes, and the pyramids. I think the pyramids... Oh. What did we choose? Damn it. Map making. That's actually not a bad one. So we could potentially escape to that island and envelop the Russians. What I wanted to do, actually, was to check the pyramids. This allows for government change without anarchy. And we could choose all forms of government. So you could go for communism, for instance. Communism equalizes corruption, meaning that if you have a big empire and you have cities that are far away from your capital, they're not overly corrupt, meaning they don't lose too much trade. We don't need that for now. And the Great Wall, if I'm not mistaken, Why are you doing that? The Great Wall, if I'm not mistaken, what it does is provide peace offers. Yeah, just until Ganpara, so that's not very good. We do want the ability to build city walls, though. That's why we got it. Because if enemies start knocking at the door, we want to have a great big slab of metal between us and them. And for that, we need city walls. So in Civ 2, the Great Wall actually provides city walls on every city until gunpowder is discovered. I think that's what it does. Which is potentially a lot better. Why am I developing this square? Maybe if you build a city there instead of there. Is it worth it? Not sure it is. Because then, yeah, we're going to build a city there. So there was actually no point into wasting our time here. Well, now it's done. So you move over there. Clear this swamp. That's going to be useful. And we might not actually want the Great Library then, if we're the most advanced. Maybe we do want the Hanging Gardens instead. Until invention, yeah, no. It's too short of a time period, so yeah, university is a bit further off. That's a problem with Civilization 1 Wonders, is that they have such a short time span during which they're useful. All right, that's done. So let's irrigate that and build a city there. I think that's the plan. Maximize land squares, and then what is it there? So actually build it there. And this one here. Yeah, okay. So irrigate, irrigate, build. Gonna get that chariot. Do we have to work these two tiles? Potentially. Let's work that one. So Sparta's built the chariot. Do you want to make it the military center? Don't have a lot of production here, so probably not. Maybe a knowledge production. We have a lot of, yeah, river and sea. That seems like a fine idea once we have enough trade for that. So for now, City walls have maintenance costs, right? Yeah, too. They don't in Civ 2 for some reason. Potentially because of the Great Wall of Wonder. That would, in one fell swoop, bankrupt you. Potentially. Yeah. Quite the conundrum. We have so many different options open to us. We're not rich, so a diplomat is not going to be able to buy us out of war with Russia. Maybe a barracks. It's only one. Oh, that's 0. So, even though we're low production here, well, once the settler gets, we don't really have any more production to be had anyway. So no, that's not a good idea. Settlers, I guess. Can we change? Yes. Now we're at a deficit. Do that. Until the settler finishes. Yeah, we can change home base for units produced. So maybe do that. Get a barracks out. Start building our best military units. You go to sleep till we get ready for war. So many units here. One single chariot is probably not going to be enough to kill them all. We are going to try. Probably going to attack one and move back. Then we should move forward, then we attack one and move back. Attack one. Try to destroy all these. We should be able to with one chariot. Even though it's not veteran. Maybe not. Militia. We should be able to. They probably have more than just militia. I see one phalanx, I saw a settler, so they probably have more stuff behind that. But they're starting to encroach in our territory over here. I don't like that. And we need to expand. We have settlers coming in. Yeah, that's rude. Perfect. Oh, not what I meant. That's rude. And then again. Perfect. So, yeah, I think war with Russia is inevitable if we want to colonize all of this and make the most of a free territory. Well, free as far as we know. The Russians might have sneak founded colonies all over the place. Can't be too sure about that. But we're working towards barracks. We're working towards great library to get extra tech for free, hopefully. I wish we had cut the Colossus, but what the heck. And that should be all the good stuff. That, however, is all going to be next time. Till then.